We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. There he goes, right side. Across midfield. He's on his way. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And Taylor will slide to a halt with a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The Giants at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You talk about this Washington defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. 1 play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Faking the handoff, Howell. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Slot man moves right. After the interception, here's Taylor. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. In motion, Slayton. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taylor will throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gap.
There he goes left side. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. But you look at this defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Now they go play action with Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Back to throw, Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Howell down to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Taylor.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Taylor.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Howell going to audible to something else.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Off play action. It's Howell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
O'Shane Zimenez.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Third and long. Here's Howell.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And I think the ball's out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this 1st half. So we've hit halftime.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come.
As we'll send
and to
you
bring
down
the
the
action
coast
your
now
way,
to Orlando.
we go back
That's
to
where we
MetLife
find
Stadium.
Jonathan
And Brandon
Coachman
Gott.
ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Taylor's throw brought in by Bellinger. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Gray on second down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, it's Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to get in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gray. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Play action, it's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They go play action now. Taylor. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer and how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing here, Howell. Thomas brings it in. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Howell changing the play here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They run again here with Gray. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Read option. This is Gray. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll go down at the 28. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now they'll throw with Taylor. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They'll set up to throw. Able to find Gray here. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Finding Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Howell to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll go play action. Howell.
He's got it at the 15.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts,
as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Now 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Gibson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
On the ground with a tight end.
And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory.